Hey guys, and welcome to my Mini Bakes channel. In today's episode we're going to learn how to make miniature Ziploc bags, and I mean tiny. So this is the initial template. I start off grabbing the image, just the one Ziploc image. So I'll grab the picture of a Ziploc bag off the internet. But first of all I need to get the Ziploc bag to size, so I don't size things to start with. I look at the size of the product. So in this instance it's the size of the actual little bags and not the size of the box itself. I will fit the box around the bag. So I'll have my bag and I'll fold it in half because that is how you get your Ziploc bags. And then I will measure the bag and I will devise a template to start off with. So here I am looking at the size of the bag, and then I'll make sure that I've left enough border around the entire box that I'm going to be devising. There you see, so the top and bottom's got a good bit of space because there's going to be more than one bag in there, and you've just got to fit a lot in there, so it's going to be bulked out. So I'll measure that. I'll grab a Ziploc photo off the internet, and then I'll start my template. So I'll build it up. I'll measure how thick I want it, how many bags I want in it, and I'll build it together and build little flaps on. So let's go about cutting it out. Now you will notice the two Ziploc signs. They are opposites, and that's because when you turn the bag over it goes on the other side. I'm totally not making sense there, but you'll see what I mean later on. So I cut out my template. I don't have my steel ruler with me, I have my plastic ruler, so I ended off trying to just cut this out by hand. Just found it a lot easier. It's always good to print more than one off as well, because you will make mistakes initially. It took about 3 goes for me, but it's all a learning curve. So I'm just going to speed that up a little bit and pull out my template, and then we need to just make some cuts in it, tidying it up a little bit. I like things bang on, and if you don't get it straight it's not going to fold well. So here I am just neatening it up here. And now I'm going to score the back. So I don't score the front, I score the back. And a scoring is where you just lightly run over the edges that you're going to crease, just so that you get a perfect crease each time. So here I am just scoring the bits that are visible. So I'm just matching them all up. And then there are bits that need scoring, and I'll just make a little incision with my scalpel, both ends, and do it on everything else that needs scoring. And then when you reverse it, you can see where you've made your little nibs, and then you can just cut them all out. So there it is. I'm going to turn it round now and score the rest of them. Don't press on too hard, just really light. Scoring is where you're just literally taking the first little bit off. You're not cutting through because you'll cut it right off. You're just literally scoring it very gently. Run a very light finger over it, just so that you can fold it. The fold is perfect when you do that, so I'd always advise scoring it. And there you go, you can see we're also going to make the bit where that lifts up on the Ziploc bag. So I have my little template from earlier that I was chatting about, and we're going to make a little envelope top so that it's like a flap that will just open once the box is made. So I use this template to get exactly where we're going to have. You can gauge where you want to put it. So it's all trial and error. You know that once you've got the right one, you can see here, that's a good size. It's going to open nicely. It's about half the box, which a Ziploc bag is. Try to replicate as close as possible. There you can see. So you don't cut it right to the edge because you need it to stay within the box. So once I've got that little template, I'll simply cut through the back, score it right through this time, but don't pull it off because we'll not be getting into that bag until later. So there I am, just scoring these little bits. And I'll finish that bit with a ruler just so it's nice and straight. So there we see that's gone right through, but we're not going to open it up. We're going to save it for the open later on camera. So now you'll see where I scored it. See how easy and how perfect those creases are. I just really recommend scoring everything. I have also printed on photographic paper, as you'll see, just so you get that glossy high shine and it doesn't smudge. So once they've all done, we can glue it. Now, I use Pritt stick and sometimes go over the top with sellotape just to reinforce it. I've yet to find a glue that I find works better than Pritt. If anybody knows, please leave it in the comments. And then we just assemble our box. Don't put it all together because we do need to put our bags in. So just give it a good press, make sure it's all firmly lined up and in place. Fold the first one over. You can stick that down with sellotape if you want. And that's what I mean about putting the reverse Ziplock, so that when it folds, they're both the right way up, that Ziplock logo. Next up, we're going to fold our bags to put them inside. So I'm literally just folding them in half, speed it up a little bit and place them all together. And then we can put them in our box. There it is, nice and snug. And we can seal our box up. We're almost there. Last hurdle. There it is. And there we have our bag. And these are perfect in any little kitchen or for any little doll's house where you can make them ever size you want, providing you get the small bags. And there it is. Cute are those. Guys, if you enjoyed this, please leave a comment, like and subscribe for more, and thank you.